Welcome to another episode of Stogie from the Road. Alright, guess who's back in New Mexico? This guy. It's alright, we're on my way home. I would be doing you all a serious injustice if I did not say that Stogie's ready to go home. I have been out since April 1st. I'm tired. I've been experimenting with different driving shifts this run and trying to figure out if I want to run third shift or want to run first shift, which, way gets more miles. You run third shift, you don't have to deal with traffic. Typically scale houses are closed, yada, yada, yada. But man, oh man, you can't be a first shift fella and just flip it like a switch. So this is tough, but I'm getting there. Cranking it out, getting it done. So, I don't want to make a super long video because honestly, I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but it's a pain in the ass to get things to load either on Facebook or on YouTube. I've tried everything and it takes forever to get these things to load, so I'm going to try to shorten them a little bit. So what I want to do is answer old Stogie's mailbag. Yes, I tell you guys all the time I get messages from people all over the country or people that follow me or friends on Facebook, things like that. And I want to start answering some of these because some of them are some really good questions that I think can help people. And one that I really want to touch on, which is a kind of a subject that's near and dear to my heart, is the aspect of depression that goes along with trucking. That is a serious epidemic when it comes to trucking and truck drivers, because it's a lot of solitude and you kind of get in your own head and it turns into it's like a three-ring circus in there. You get all this inner monologue going on. You're driving down the road and the answers aren't there, so you start developing your own. And a lot of guys have fallen to serious depression being out on the road. So Justin in Australia asked me, how do you combat being out on the road and combat the feeling of isolation and things like that? I'm paraphrasing because it was actually a rather long email, but it's fine. Justin, I appreciate it. This is the way I cope with it. As you guys know that I was in the cigar industry, I've always liked the finer things in life. I did without for a very, very long time. So I don't really deny myself a whole lot because I was denied a lot coming up as a young father, so on and so forth. I talked in one of my last videos as far as investing in yourself. Now it's tough when you first get into trucking because you don't have a whole lot of money, but it really doesn't cost a lot to invest in yourself. And what I mean by invest in yourself is you have the ability to take that truck and make it your own. So what you do is you try to find the things you take in your mind. What makes me happy at home? Having a cup of coffee in the morning. Okay? If you don't like going into the truck stop to get your coffee, because you got to get dressed and go in there and get your coffee, brew your coffee in your truck. Little coffee pots are not that expensive. Take a bag of really good coffee with you. It's not that expensive. Guys, what you're spending at the Iron Skillet for a $21 Gut Buster 5000 heart attack special, you can invest that into investing in yourself and having a nice life in that truck. I've got a coffee pot. I've got the air fryer. I've got the biggest TV I could fit in there. I've got a lot of pillows. I've got a lot of things to make myself comfortable. That's why I had such a hard time sleeping the other day. I know I'm rambling. I had a hard time sleeping the other days because I was adjusting to a different bed because I made my bed in the beach so comfortable. Find the little things that you have at home and try to see if you can adapt those into your truck. You're depressed because you're wearing the same clothes every day. You get out of your bunk, you put on your clothes, you walk across that vinyl rubber floor, you get in that truck, it's the same thing, it's gray everywhere, it's just this industrial, almost kind of like a prison, like a coffin type of feeling, and you wonder why psychologically you're falling apart. You know, I'm big about rugs. My buddy Dooner's big about rugs. Rugs, it has that psychological aspect of you putting your bare foot down on a nice comfortable rug next to your bunk in the morning. It gives you that little bit of that sense of home. So you get up, you brew up your pot of coffee, you twinkle your little toes in the freaking rug next to your bunk, and you've got a nice comforter and nice pillows and blanket. All of this does not cost a whole lot of money. And you compile this stuff over time, and then you make that truck kind of like a camper versus your office. Okay? Make the truck more like a home. That's the best thing I can explain is you have to take the things that keep you happy at home with you. Because if you're out there working for a living to make a living for your family, and then you leave all that behind and you never get to see it, all kinds of things can start creeping in. Animosity, contempt, depression, things like that, because you're not home. You're working to provide a home, but you're not home. I've fallen victim to it multiple times. But I've found my groove by saying, okay, I'm going to take care of this truck the best way I possibly can. I'm going to make this truck like my home, and I like nice things, and I like to be comfortable. So I'm going to work really, really hard to make it comfortable. Get yourself a little shop vac. Make sure you're always able to clean. You know, you sit in that truck, and I see a lot of you truckers do it. Now listen up. I see a lot of it, you do it, and it's not healthy. Is you get off the road and you stay in that damn driver's seat, and you go through freaking Netflix and you watch Netflix on your TV, and you wonder why you're depressed. Well, if you jump back in that bunk, put on some clean freaking sweats or things like that, then you're able to kind of get that I just clocked out for the day. Which means tomorrow when you wake up, you're ready to put your work clothes on. Bring a lot of clothes with you. I know it's a pain in the ass. I know you gotta do laundry. But again, you're investing in yourself. Put on clean clothes in the morning. Try to look good. And at the end of the day, you treat yourself to a nice comfortable pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a comfortable bed, a nice big TV, a good meal. So I did that air fryer. The guy just parked next to me and released his brakes. That's why I got that air fryer, so I could cook good food. So what I'm saying is, in order to fight that psychological downhill tumble that we all go through, is it's all in that environment that you create in your truck. You know, you create that positive environment, you create that comfortable environment, and you take a little bit of home with you. You don't feel like you're shorting yourself. You work hard, so you got to take care of you. And this is the biggest tool that you need out on the road. Because if you don't keep this intact, then you're a mess. You know, I had no problem saying I needed a dog. I couldn't do this job without Bonnie. Because I'm able to look over in that seat and have that sweet little eye looking at me. Every once in a while she'll tap me. And at night, the thing that makes that dog the happiest thing in the world is to be close to me. And when you see somebody happy because they're next to you, at the end of the day, you feel like you matter. You know? Yeah, it comes with its extra, feeding her, watering her, taking her out to go potty, vacuuming dog hair every day, but it's worth it. It's worth it to me. Because you have to protect this, which is your mind. Guys, I've said it before and I'll say it a million times. What good is all that money that you're making if you're miserable? What good is all the money that you're making if you have no sense of peace? You protect that and everything else kind of falls into line. So, anyway, buddy, I hope that answered your question. I hope that answered any questions that anybody else might have. I know I missed a lot because there's a lot that goes along into it, but I don't want this video to run too long. So, guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I hope you're happy, healthy, loving, and living life. And old Bonnie, aka Sleeping Beauty, and I'll see you on the back home. Giddy up.